Jennifer Lopez is the rudest celebrity ever.
J-Lo, why are you suddenly talking so much
When she has drivers, the number one rule she has for them is they can't look at her.
J-Lo was just straight up a mean girl.
She was probably the rudest and the biggest diva.
Told a salesperson to stop looking at her and to turn the other way.
Canceled? Like, what is going on? So, you know what's funny for me, though, as like being a little older and looking at some of this celebrity drama or like celebrity things that are happening, it's hilarious because we kind of were here with J-Lo before in my lifetime, but the difference now is that audience interaction is right up in your face, instant, right away. You know, we don't have to wait for the paparazzi to tell us how to feel about these people, you know, or anything like that, or like, or, you know, just share any kind of like story, because all you need is one interaction with somebody from your audience, like when you go out to eat or whatever, and if the interaction is not good, people are going to hear about it, right? We'll look at what it is that she's accused of doing, and then we'll go ahead and assess to see, like, does J-Lo have a personality disorder? Because she might, you know, she might.
A documentary to prove her love with Ben Affleck because it isn't genuine. Nothing about her is genuine. And now that people feel safe to share their stories about J-Lo, there are a lot of people coming forward and a lot of moments from her past that are being brought up again. So let's go ahead and talk a little bit about those. Like in December 2022, Jennifer Lopez fans shared their rudest encounters with the star, one saying that she had cussed her out. Now, it became a viral trend on TikTok to share your encounter with Jennifer Lopez, which I think is such a red flag. I mean, if there's a viral trend of people sharing their story times about how they had met you and you were a terrible person, then that kind of speaks for itself.
By the way, guys, thank you for watching this video. If you like what you see so far, please don't forget to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. On this channel, we're talking about literally everything, and we assess it in, I like to say, a psychological, like a psych, man. I am a psych nurse, and I like to look at things and behaviors and stuff. And sometimes we bring a little bit of a medical aspect to things because I'm a registered nurse. I keep doing that, right? But, you know, it just gives you more insight, right? So then you just don't always have the surface level information, right? So again, if you like the video, please don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. Thank you so much.
One person claimed that J-Lo had cussed them out when they were working at a store, and J-Lo was trying to find some shoe sizes that would fit her twins. Another woman revealed that she was working in a house as a maid when J-Lo came to stay there.
All right, so
she said that
let's just for a second have some context, right? Like, I like to do things in a balanced manner because everybody is now coming out and giving stories about one particular person, right? So let's take it down even from it being a celebrity, and let's use this as a situation for, I don't want to say us regular folk, I don't want to say that, us non-celebrities, right? So J-Lo being like this, but a person, right? Sometimes a trend will pop off, and I don't trust every story coming out of it, right? It's even like, oh, okay, at work, you'll have the story about, you know, oh, so-and-so is a complete B. I don't like working where, especially like, all right, so I'm a nurse, right? So especially in nursing, we have that where you'll have nurses who already, their reputation precedes them, except for the fact is they're not that kind of person. They're actually really good people. They're just kind of quiet or something, you know? So now let's bring it back to J-Lo being a celebrity, right? And trends pop off on TikTok. And now the new trend is talk trash on J-Lo, okay? And then all of a sudden, everybody remembers that they have a story to share. So I just, sometimes you have to be careful, because even this clip that they're showing you here, they're showing you a clip of J-Lo walking, and, you know, she's barely looking at everybody. And at one point I noticed there was a chick who like kind of looked at her like, you know, like, why is she not looking at people or something, you know? And, and I'm lending grace here, but think about it. If you are, and people know what they signed up for, but it's still, humans are humans, right? So if you have been in the limelight, cameras in your face, like every day of your life, you could say, for the past, shoot, I mean, how old was I when Selena came out? I was 13 and now I'm 40. So that was like 27 years ago. So almost 3 decades, you could say, of constantly people in your face, people in your face, people in your face. After a while, you are going to want to be like, hey, what's up? Like, you know what I mean? Like you're not really going to want to all the time, make eye contact. Okay. And we're going to get into that too, because they talk about this thing about her not wanting to make eye contact. And I have a reason, a thought or a theory, however you want to call it, as to why JLo does not want to make eye contact with people.
The nail artist was called in to give the star a pedicure in bed. Ooh, she wants the JLo treatment. However, the nail artist had to do it upside down because JLo was lying on her stomach and refused to roll onto her back. Okay, JLo, give me a break.
But that's on the stylist, the nail artist, that they dealt with that, right? Like, I'm not trying to even be funny. And again, this is not me running cover for Jennifer Lopez. But if I get there, right, and you're like, I'm like, all right, roll on, because a house call for a pedicure, I mean, really, this is a celebrity, so I'm sure there are plenty of house calls. But if I get there and I'm like, all right, so I'm ready, I got this set up, like, let's, roll on your back, and that person is like, oh no. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not, you have to do it upside down. I'm just going to simply pack my stuff up and leave and be like, nah, that's okay.
Other horrific stories about JLo's alleged bad behavior include her rolling up her window when a young fan tried to say hi at a stop sign and not wanting others to make eye contact with her. Ooh, that gives me very much Ellen DeGeneres vibes. Like, why can't we look at you? I mean, do you not have a soul for us to look into?
Jennifer Lopez is the rudest celebrity.
Now, here's the thing. So everybody is saying like, oh, she doesn't want people to look at her. She doesn't want people to look at her. Y'all keep making me have to take up for this woman. Okay. The thing is, what I think that she just has a high level of anxiety. I do. Totally not the popular take. I guess the popular take would be to drag JLo like everybody else is dragging JLo. But I told you I like to look at things in a psychological manner. I like to do a mental health assessment on somebody. I mean, so think about it, right? If every time you go outside, people know who you are. So you have to be on performance level every time. So every time you go outside, you feel like you have this duty to talk to everybody. I can't even imagine. Like, that might be a lot of work. So it might be like, just don't, let me hurry up and put my window up. I can't. Like, I just said hi to a bunch of different people. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I can't do it. I'm tired. I don't feel like looking at people anymore. Now, let me be clear. That's not who I am as a person. I might just, I'm not JLo fan. I'm hell. Like, thank you again for watching, right? But, so I don't know who I would be. So I have to kind of lend that kind of grace. I don't think that I would be this whole thing where it's like, don't look at me. Now, that's the thing. And so what we're going to see is that apparently JLo's making statements telling people, like, before she even gets in the building, she's like, let them know, don't look at me. Okay, now the problem is, well, let's go ahead and get into that part.
So shouldn't she be super, grateful and humble? I mean, we see people like, I'm not trying to say I'm a Cardi B fan, but Cardi B, she's likable because you can tell she's very grateful for everything that she has.
But I'm sure Cardi B probably has her moments, they just haven't come out yet. The campaign to get rid of Cardi B or whatever it is that they're doing to JLo, because a lot of times, again, I think a lot of this stuff is definitely set up. I do. How did these trends start, right? But whatever. Maybe we're just not on that campaign yet, right? Or, there's different campaigns. There was a different kind of campaign of Cardi B actually back in the day about things that she did to men before she became a celebrity. But it's funny how we pick and choose what sticks and what doesn't, right? I'm just saying.
Jennifer Lopez doesn't have that. One person wrote on Twitter that there is a trend with people telling their stories about the rudest celebrities. Can you take a wild guess who's getting dragged the most? This person replied, my guess is JLo, which tracks because the more people she treats rudely, the flatter them notes get when she sings them. At this rate, she'll be rapping by age 55. Another person wrote, I saw one with JLo in which she takes Ben's $100 tip he left for the waiting staff and replaces it with a $5 bill. Another person writes, there should be a Lifetime series called Surviving J-Lo at this point. Another tweet, she just shot a movie at my high school last year and one of my old teachers claimed that she was the only actor that wasn't nice and wouldn't even talk to the students. This person wrote, I'll never forget when Jenny from the Block came out and she went to the Bronx in a limo and would not get out of the car to meet the tween girls screaming out her name. Ben, the first time around, got out and met with fans.
But I mean,
it doesn't even.
Does J-Lo owe that? Like, I'm not going to be able to get in. See, the accusations, they're just not good enough for me. They're not. I don't feel like talking, right? I'm grateful to everybody. You know, I do charities. You know, maybe she should do some. Well, anyway, it's too late now. So, because now it doesn't even matter. But, you know, I mean, maybe I don't know. But what I'm saying is she doesn't have to talk to everybody. So, again, some of these accusations, like, oh, well, she didn't say hi to me. She didn't talk to me. Why are you looking for J-Lo to even talk to you? Like, why? You know, so again, like, and the girl is 55 years old. She's tired. I don't know, guys.
Seemed like Jennifer Lopez had a great relationship with her fans from the beginning. I mean, even when she was starting out her career, which most celebrities aren't like that. I feel like you don't usually get far when you're rude to the people around you, but J-Lo has been able to finesse a career. This person writes, it makes me think of the clip where J-Lo walks to her childhood home and tells this hero that she grew up in the home, and he's like, who's Jennifer Lopez? Here's a clip of that moment.
I used to live here. Huh? I used to live here. Huh? My name is Jennifer. Jennifer? Yeah, I used to live up, and my room was upstairs right there. Jennifer? Jennifer Lopez. Who's Jennifer Lopez? Me.
So and he probably already knows. His grandchildren probably told him, like, Papi, Jennifer Lopez used to live here. You know what I mean? But dude he's thinking like me, though. Like, why are all these cameras outside my house? You know? And who are you? I don't give a damn. Take your cameras off my house. But I used to live here. Don't care. You got cameras outside my house. And clearly nobody told this man this was going to happen because this is his reaction.